Yo, it's me, Dee Will. And welcome back to another show-stopping, riveting, heart-throbbing episode of Goops Gags and Tea with Dee. I am your hostess with the mostess, and this is Alphabet Club. Hi, guys. It is Friday, which means it is the weekend, baby. Y'all, this has been such a really fun week, y'all. I am so glad and happy. I know I sound like a freaking maniac to y'all, but listen, y'all, once again, before I get into the episode, I wanted to thank y'all so much for the support for the last 2 episodes this week, y'all. The reaction has been fantastic per usual. I really do appreciate all the love and support, and y'all, we are only going up from here, y'all. I have so much in store, so much things coming up, y'all, and I can't wait to share it with the world. But anyway, without further ado, y'all, let's just get ahead to this Alphabet Club, y'all. So much has happened in the media this week, so let's just go ahead with the first story, with the first not so great story of the week. Let's get into it. So California drag legend Lady Red Couture officially passed away last week. And if you guys don't know who Lady Red Couture is, she was one of the co-hosts on the YouTube show Hey Queen with Johnny McGovern. She had complications. It was not related to COVID. And it really impacted me personally because I loved what she brought to the Hey Queen YouTube show. I think her and Johnny McGovern were great. That was a space, and they created a space for LGBT people and our allies to come on. It was basically like a talk show host for the people who don't know what I'm talking about. It was like, let's say Wendy or Ellen or one of those daytime talk shows, but it was specifically for the LGBT and our allies, and they gave a platform for, like, let's say for example Drag Race contestants or gay and lesbian, bisexual, trans actors, and it was just a really great space. So it was really sad to see Lady Red Couture has passed away. So this is what Johnny McGovern, the co-host and creative partner and best friend, released. This is what he said, according to Gay Times. He said, "I can't believe I am writing this message, but the unthinkable has happened. This morning at 5 a.m., I received a call from the hospital letting me know that Lady Red just passed away. I was told she was improving yesterday and ready to move out of intensive care. But very early this morning, she had an episode encoded and she was just gone. I was just there with her mom and sister. We are in shock. We are devastated." He also said, "I know she meant so much to so many people and everyone will want to know the details and want to understand right away. But I beg you all for your understanding in allowing her family and those who are close to her to grieve in private until we come to the grip of that tragic loss." So I just wanted to give a silent meditation for Lady Red Couture and all of the people who affected her. So I just wanted to give a 5-second silence for Lady Red Couture. Rest in peace, Lady Couture. Rest in paradise. All right, so on to the next topic, guys. So speaking of Drag Race, I just wanted to go ahead and congratulate Shea Coulee for winning All-Star Season 5 for all of the Drag Race fans who are listening. And also, I forgot, y'all, I am so sorry. A part of the surprises that I had for y'all last week, I actually co-hosted another podcast. Listen, guys, I'm going to put all of this inside of my podcast description box. I co-hosted the finale, the Drag Race finale, with one of my good podcast friends, Devin Tuwoke. So make sure to check that out. Once again, I'm definitely going to put this in the podcast description. So please go ahead and support Devin Tuwoke and support me because we had a really good time giving our shady remarks to the finale, to the season finale of Drag Race for All Stars, of course. But nevertheless, so Drag Race seasons 1 through 10 are going to be on CBS All Access app. Now listen, I know it's already a few seasons are already on Hulu and Amazon Prime Video, but it's not all of them. So for all the Drag Race fans, coming soon, you guys will be able to look at the entire 1 through 10 seasons and also All-Star seasons 1 through 3. So I just wanted to go ahead and let y'all know, for the people who love Drag Race like me, I'm such a huge fanatic, that they will be on CBS All Access amongst gay ass SpongeBob and some other gay ass shows, but whatever. So I just wanted to quickly just give y'all that information. All right, so speaking of gay ass cartoons, so y'all listen, Velma from Scooby-Doo is a lesbian, and she was also supposed to be explicitly gay in the 2002 movie. Y'all listen, so recently, according to BuzzFeed.com, y'all, in a Pride-themed Instagram post, Scooby-Doo supervising producer Tony Cravone hopped into the comments to clarify that Velma is indeed a lesbian, right? So this is what he said. He said, I've said this before, but Velma in Mystery Incorporated is not bi. She's gay. We always plan on Velma acting a little off and out of character while she was dating Shaggy, because that relationship was wrong for her and she had unspoken difficulty with the why. I don't think Marcy and Velma had to act on their feelings during the main timeline, but post reset they are a couple. You could not like it, but this was our intention. Y'all, I think this is so hilarious that these gay ass cartoons are finally starting to come out in 2020, like SpongeBob. We knew SpongeBob and Patrick were fucking gay. We knew they were gay, and to be honest, who actually cared about Velma? Like, no one cared. Listen, for all the young gays that are listening to this, listen, no one really, like, low-key cared about Velma. We only cared about Daphne. So listen, y'all, so I just thought this was so hilarious. Being that number one, no, she was always an afterthought, and then number two, Daphne was always that girl. So y'all, I just wanted to quickly throw this in before I went to the next topic, that Velma is officially a lesbian. So if you don't know who Velma is the one with the bob, with the orange, with the with the tacky, baggy ass, ugly sweater and the with the schoolgirl's mini skirt. But y'all, I just wanted to briefly throw that in, y'all. On to the next topic. So speaking of people coming out of the closet, so rising R&B singer Avery Wilson just decided to share his truth. For in celebration of his 25th birthday, he unwrapped the fact that he is indeed a bisexual man. So y'all, if y'all don't know who he is, this is the guy who rose to prominence in the Voice a few years ago. He's currently signed to Clive Davis at RCA Records. So he went on Twitter and just casually decided to tweet, I'm bisexual, period. Okay, bye. Y'all, to be very frank with y'all, number one, I do not watch The Voice, and number two, how do I say this? Y'all, you know what? Let me peel the curtains back for a moment. You know, I think the next person that we have as a guest on the Alphabet Club, wait a minute, period, hold on. I know I said this briefly earlier in this week on Monday's episode, but y'all listen. Oh my gosh, y'all, this is the third episode of Alphabet Club, and this is right after we had the great conversation. We had our first guest on the show, Samson McCormick. Y'all, thank you so much for the support of Samson McCormick. Thank you so much for all the new fans, because I definitely saw the statistics, y'all. Okay, I got a couple of new listens, you know, on that Samson McCormick episode, so I really do appreciate that, y'all. And thank you for the new listeners. Thank you to the old listeners. Thank you for Samson McCormick. He's so talented, y'all. Please go ahead and watch all of his stand-up shows on YouTube. They are freaking hilarious. Go watch his films, y'all. And I'm not just saying this, y'all. This is not an ad. It's not a paid ad. I'm literally just saying I love what he's doing. I love that he's one of the first black gay comedians out there doing his damn thing. He's super talented, so y'all please go out and support him. But anyway, I just had to throw that back in there. But yeah, so Avery Wilson, gay ass, decided to come out and say that he was bisexual, y'all. You know, y'all, the more the merrier. Like, I'm not even going to, I was just going to go ahead and dissect the fact that he came out and said he was bisexual. Child, I ain't gonna do that shit. I'm going to bring on a person who's bisexual, and what I want to do is I really want to break down how a black bisexual male navigates in today's world. I think that a conversation will be really interesting. But anyway, so I just wanted to quickly say that. So let's go ahead and go to the next topic. So if you guys aren't living it under a rock, the two most prominent black gay social media influencers are probably Ricky Thompson and Denzel Dion. You probably don't know them by name, but I'm pretty sure you've seen their memes, or I'm about to tell my age, but their vines all over social media. So I'm bringing them into the Alphabet Club because they shared a cover of Paper Magazine. So this is what they said inside of the Paper Magazine. Best friends and internet stars Ricky Thompson and Denzel Dion are among some of today's most entertaining creators on social media. Like I just said, evolving from Vine to Instagram to TikTok and now YouTube, Ricky and Denzel have developed strong stand bases around comedic videos of them dancing, performing skits, and now clearly serving looks. Now they have both partnered with Snapchat to create hilarious new docu-series titled Road Trippin', where they embark on a road trip across rural USA. Y'all, this is kind of like The Simple Life with Paris Hilton and Nicole Richie like 20 years ago. This is very that, right? So they travel all across USA, and it debuted Saturday. Oh, it already whoa, this is so this actually debuted last month on the 18th. So Road Trippin' actually debuted July 18th last month, which new episodes airing on Snapchat literally every day. So them being mobile first content creators only made sense that they will work for Snapchat as their first collaborative effort. So Paper sat down with the both of them to speak about their friendship and Snapchat and what we can expect on their goddamn show. Well, at this point, it's already out. So they asked them a few questions. Of course, they gave them fantastic, phenomenal answers. Blah, 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 blah. They met back in 2014 at this Digi Fest, and now they live together. Y'all, all in all, I wanted to say this, actually, I wanted to put this in here specifically, number one, because of course they're black and gay, but then also because they operate in a mainstream success that we don't usually see in black gay male people outside of, let's say, Todrick Hall, right? Nothing against Todrick Hall. I love him. He's super talented. But it's really, what's the word? It's really, I don't know the word that I'm looking for, y'all, but it's really great to see two I just want to go ahead and just give kudos to them. I'm not going to sit here and beat a dead horse. I just want to say kudos to them. They're doing a damn thing. They're breaking barriers and opening doors for other black and brown, other gay little boys. So kudos to them, y'all. On to the next topic. So keeping the black gay men trend alive, we have two black gay men who just opened New York City's second black-owned LGBTQ plus bar. Now listen, I know there are a few people who are listening out of New York, so hopefully you guys know who I'm talking about, right? So according to outs.com, with the ongoing global pandemic, businesses are shuttering left and right. The social distancing guidelines have an outsized impact on queer and trans nightlife in particular. And for the most intersectional of those places, the pandemic has been a death knell, right? So in New York City, there has been one black-owned LGBTQ plus nightlife space, Alibi, and then after the 2019 closing of Langston's, right? So Alibi which was saved from closure last month due to crowdfunding, was set to be joined before quarantine by a Lambda Lounge. And through the new Harlem-based spot had to delay its opening this month, it finally opened in a limited capacity, right? So here in this article, they spoke to the married couple behind the Lambda Lounge, and their names are Charles Hughes and Richard Solomon. So what's so interesting about these two is that not only do they own this black owned lounge, they also created a spirit. They also created some liquor. So this is how the inspiration came about. So one day, per out.com, one day I saw an advertisement for Ciroc while I was at work, and I thought to myself, why don't the LGBT community have a spirit that's created by us and target us directly? So I started doing a little research online. I found a distillery in Florida that would be able to create the product for us, and it would be humble enough to walk us through the entire process, given that we didn't have any previous experience. That took us about a year. Initially, the name of the brand was going to be Rainbow Vodka. Wait, listen, y'all, I'm so glad they didn't go by that dumbass goddamn listen, imagine going to the damn liquor store and be like, y'all got the Rainbow Vodka? It's so ridiculous. Anyway, That was a little cliche. So we did a little research on the community and found the significance with the lambda symbol in the community. So we thought that would be a really good name for the product to give a little nostalgia. So y'all, I just wanted to once again just give a platform to this beautiful black gay couple who's out there doing their goddamn thing. You know what? Let's see if I can get them on the show. But anyway, so listen, they're out there doing their goddamn thing. They're out there being business owners and creating blacks, LGBT spaces and creating this goddamn liquor. Y'all, this is fucking phenomenal. Kudos to them. And on to the next topic. So y'all, we definitely have a lot to be proud of, right? So according to Gay article, and that's gay with an E, so 2020 has been a difficult year for everyone, but especially for black and gay LGBT Americans, right? While we've witnessed the Trump administration and state legislators across the country working fervently over the last 4 years to take away many of our crucial rights, including access to health care for transgender citizens, fighting adoption rights for queer families, and even the ability to serve as a transgender person in the military, y'all. And those are all just examples. So despite all of those discriminatory policies, we have a reason to hope for the future. And a major win for the LGBTQ Americans in June of 2020, we saw the Supreme Court stand up for our workplace rights in a historic decision that affects millions of LGBTQ Americans with a determination that said that 1964 Civil Rights Act protects gay, lesbian, transgender employees from discrimination based on sex. Now, a new study from the LGBTQ Victory Institute provides some positive news, right? So there's a rapid growth in the number of queer elected representatives in the United States, according to their annual Out for America report. This is encouraging news for minorities living in America, presenting a more optimistic picture of the future than most of us have been dreading with an uncertain presidential election looming. Y'all, I know I don't need to say this for the people listening to y'all, because clearly if you're listening to me right now, clearly you have some sort of goddamn a pinch of intelligence, and you know damn well I gotta vote. I know I don't have to come on here and tell y'all need to vote, but y'all listen, come November, however we need to, whether it's absentee, whether it's through internet, however, we need to goddamn vote. Anyway, so y'all, this report was published by the nonprofit organization in June that revealed that there are 843 openly LGBTQ elected representatives currently serving in the U.S., right? So 54 of them are black and openly identified as LGBTQ. And on the other hand, the report also provides some grim statistics and shows how far we must go in order to achieve equal representation in the government. Also, according to the report, there was a 40% increase in trans women elected officials since 2019, y'all. That is crazy. And more dramatically, a 71% increase in queer elected officials and a 35% increase in LGBTQ mayors from 2019. Y'all, once again, I'm going to go ahead and just put this entire article in the podcast description. But listen, y'all, this is just a few of the people: Andrea Jenkins, Lori Lightfoot, Shannon Baldwin, Chanel Williams, Ray Talley, Aja Owens, Antonio Brown, Felipe Cunningham, Judge Tanya Parker, amongst many, many, many more. I'm going to go ahead and make sure to put this specific link in my podcast description box, y'all, so y'all can just go ahead and see all the gay-ass politics. All the gay-ass politicians, y'all. So, on to the next topic. So, woo, child, I almost forgot this one. I can't forget about this one. Y'all, so Kalani just released this past weekend one of her videos for her song Can I, where she rightfully just took off punk ass Tory Lanez. But anyway, so y'all, this particular topic is in Alphabet Club because, number one, I want you guys to look at it. So in this video, she features black trans women in the music video, and she also advocates for sex work. So this is what she said when she went to Instagram. Support sex workers, especially black trans sex workers. The most vulnerable sex workers deserve proper pay, protection, and to exist in their careers without consistent shame and violence. Y'all, she also went ahead and said the stigmatized role of sex workers or prostitution has always been a sore subject, even in ancient times. But the reality is that this job is still around because people are still paying. Hello. These women are working to fill a role in society just like any other. How do you feel about black trans sex worker guys? I really want to know. No, I'm really asking y'all, how do y'all feel? Let me know. No, I don't know. I honestly truly do believe that they are the most I just feel like they need to be protected. I honestly do believe they really truly do need to protect it. And I really do appreciate Kalani for giving a space to these beautiful black trans women. And once again, I'm also going to put this video in the link in my podcast description because I want y'all to go ahead and support these beautiful black trans women. And also, I'm not sure if y'all know who Saucy Santana is, but he just dropped a video as well. And he also had these 3 beautiful, stunning trans women in as well. So this is actually a really, really, really great time in media to be a black trans woman because they're really being showcased in a really positive light, and I really do appreciate that. Except for our last story of this goddamn show, which is y'all, I spoke about it briefly in Monday's episode, but y'all, hold on, we're going to get to the Emmys right quick. Let's just talk about this next topic really quickly, and then we're going to get to the meat and potatoes of this episode, y'all. So last weekend, the Glaad Awards hosted their 31st annual award show. And for you guys who don't know what the Glaad Awards is, that's the awards that honors films, television, musicians, and works of journalism that fairly, accurately, and inclusively represent the LGBT community and issues relevant to the community. So guys, it was a virtual situation. To be honest, I did not tune into it because, to be quite frankly, there weren't enough black and brown people that had something to do with it, and I did not want to watch a white fest, y'all. No shade, y'all know I love everybody, child. But a few of the people that stuck out to me was, of course, Lil Nas X. He won the award for Outstanding Music Artist, Outstanding Drama Series. Pose won, of course. Like, who else would win that goddamn award? Yeah, so I just wanted to give a quick little shout out for Pose and Lil Nas X for holding it down for the black and brown people in the LGBTQ media spaces. So just go ahead and I just wanted to give them a quick little shout out. So on to the last and final topic of the Alphabet Club. Woo! All right, let's go ahead and talk about this Emmy situation, baby. So earlier this week in Monday's episode of Tea with Dee, I graciously spoke about all of the black people, all of the record-breaking black people who were nominated for Emmys across the board, right? So on the acting side, there was 36 actors of colors nominated, while actors who have openly identified as members of the LGBTQ community took in 11 nominations, right? So on the hosting side, 6 people of color were nominated, while 7 people who identified as LGBTQ received nominations. And of course, Billy Porter was nominated for a second time for his work in Pose, right? So he made history last year as the first openly gay black man to win an Emmy for his role as Pray Tell on the FX show. Right, so of course RuPaul has, at this point, I think RuPaul won 5 freaking Emmys already for RuPaul's Drag Race, so that's that. And then also Wanda Sykes is nominated as well, and also Titus Burgess is also nominated as well. But what I wanted to discuss, just as delicately as possible, is I wanted to talk about the reaction. Y'all, this is so nuanced. The Pose to me, I can't speak for everyone else, but Pose to me, the show is about ballroom. Number one, it's about the culture and the life of the people who participate in ballroom culture. It's also specifically about the lives of trans women of color, to be exact. To be honest, the trans women of colors run that show. They are the stars. They are the backbone. They are the show. So tell me why they aren't getting nominated for nothing. thing. Not Janet Mock, who is one of the directors, one of the creators. No, not her. Not MJ Rodriguez, who's literally the goddamn star of the goddamn show. Like literally the show is surrounds MJ Rodriguez's character Blanca, and not Dominique Jackson, who plays a lot. Like I don't know. It's super bizarre and weird to me that they once again have been shunned completely. But what I wanted to bring to light was the fact that in last year's speech that he said in backstage after Billy Porter got off stage, he went backstage and had some interviews to do, and one of the smart reporters asked him, "Hey, listen, this is great and fantastic. You won, but what do you have to say about none of the trans women being nominated for an Emmy?" And what he said was, not verbatim, this is just what I got from it, is what he said was, y'all, the issue is, well, we should all be happy. This is what he said. I live in the now. We're not gonna. I am about positivity and blah 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 blah. No, wait, pause, y'all. This is not shade, or I'm not trying to read Billy Porter or anything like this. I just want to call him in. This isn't me calling him out. I just want to call him in. We just need to reel him in just a bit. He said, the fight is about getting to the room. Now that they are in the room, now that they are in the conversation, they could hopefully be nominated next year. And lo and behold, next year is this year, and once again they're snubbed, and once again it's Billy Porter. To be very frank, y'all, Billy Porter is not pulling that goddamn show the way the media is making it seem. Like, I think his celebrity, right, his gravitas, him going to the goddamn these shows in elaborate costumes, I feel like that is overpowering the people who nominate in the Emmys offices, like all the his peers. Like, because I just don't think, yes, he's fantastic as pray tell. Yes, it's it's whatever. He has the whole HIV AIDS storyline going on, and that's all great and fantastic, but I definitely do believe that the trans actors on that show deserve a spot. Now, I'm not saying that they deserve a fucking Emmy. I ain't saying all that. I'm just saying, but they put on a fantastic show, and I feel like their work needs to be celebrated. So I just wanted to say that. And the things that I know, I'm not the only goddamn person, because I've had this conversation multiple times before this recording, and I just want Billy Porter to read the room. I need Billy Porter to read the room, and I need for him to come correct. Now, granted, he came back on Instagram and was like, y'all, listen, this is such a great and fantastic time for me, but yes, I need to bring to light that, my trans sisters have been snubbed and blah 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 blah. This whole PR bullshit, I don't believe none of it. But whatever, y'all. In closing, I know the Alphabet Club is supposed to be the show where we uplift the LGBT community, but sometimes, I need to reel a bitch in. I need to call these motherfuckers in, and we need to have this open and honest dialogue. Like, no, he needs to be a voice for those who don't have a voice. So when he wins next year, because we all know he is, because of the climate that we currently live in, he needs to get on that damn stage, and if it's not going to be on the stage, he needs to get up on that screen virtually, and he needs to talk about the fact that his co-stars are not being represented. So that's all the fuck I got to say in today's episode of Alphabet Club. I hope you guys enjoyed another full week of shows, y'all. Y'all let me know how it's going for y'all. If y'all like the 3 episodes, should I split it up? Should I do a week by week? Should I do like one episode of Write Me Bitch for the week, and then the following week I do a Tea with Dee, and then the following week I do Alphabet Club? Y'all let me know exactly how y'all like the layout of how the show is going, because at the end of the day, I'm doing this for y'all. I'm doing this for us. So y'all let me know. And thank you so much for tuning in to another week of Goops, Gags, and Tea with Dee. Y'all, I feel the love, and it feels amazing. Thank you so much once again for tuning in, and peace, love, and enjoy the world of Goops and Gags, y'all. I'll see y'all next week. Get up, get up! Quantavious finally wakes up and Dee grabs his arm and then tells him to take a deep breath. And before they can go underwater, a huge bubble appeared. Dee looked at Quantavious in confusion. What is this contraption, he says. The bubble moves closer. I think we should get in it, says Quantavious. Dee looks at the bubble in awe and then touches it. And then they enter the bubble, and in a split second, they were completely submerged underwater. Oh my God! We can breathe safely in here. But where are we? What is this world? Giant fish? Beautiful skeletal luminous creatures? Squids the size of horses? This must be the kingdom of Kantiana. They see Monet at a far distance gesturing for them to follow, and as they swim through the dangerous waters, a huge net comes from above and snatches Monet the mermaid right out of the water. All of the sea creatures start to attack in unison, and all of a sudden, a huge tank the size of a killer whale shoots a missile at the Serpent Kingdom. It was pure chaos. Their vision was blurred. All they seen was red. What is happening? When is this going to end?